this is going to be my refeed. And one of the things that actually bother me about the industry is that there will be coaches out there who overcomplicate the nutrition. Oh, in bulking season, you need to have sweet potato and fries and pasta, or I don't know, hopefully they're not saying that. But then in the cut, they'll make it something completely different. You know, they'll just restrict you to so many things that you were eating in your bulk. And that could kind of mess up your mental health. But for me, what I've learned is you relatively eat the same foods. But the only difference is the portions. When you're bulking, the surplus, you're in a surplus, you're eating more of it. And when you're in a cut, you're eating less of it. So now that I'm doing a mock load, I'm having a refeed and I'm eating more of what I eat normally. So some strawberries, a big bowl of oatmeal, and some eggs, egg white, and veggies. Yeah, this is going to be good.
How's the rice feel?
It doesn't really feel like much, but I do feel like since I've been eating more, I'm getting hungrier. Like I feel my belly like working. My digestive system is working, so that's a good sign. So yeah, it's a good day so far.
Touchdown.
Gotta eat. Meal number 4.
Straight out the bag.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Wow.
2 days out, feeling good. Check-ins are on point. Meals are starting to come up a little bit just to ensure we don't flatten out for a smoother ride. So let's go get this workout. It's gonna be sick.
Last workout of the season.
Last workout of the season. 2 years leading up into this last workout. It's see, but this is the part where you have to be really careful. Like, it's just a pump. It's not a freaking, you know, it's not a mass builder or a muscle builder workout. You're just pumping, getting the glycogen to move around, and then you're calling it a day. But it's going to be good though, because you get to see other bodybuilders and be around that energy.
Man's physique.
Man's physique.
Man's
You
physique.
excited?
Oh, I'm lit.
Hell yeah.
Ready. So what are you up to these days? Yo, this gym, I can't wait. I'm so excited. About to turn up.
Go this way. The lighting sucks that way. The thingies are right over there.
The lockers?
Yeah.
So, Panada equipment is definitely, in my opinion, it's the smoothest overall equipment. But I do think one of my favorite movements is a lat pull down with new tech. But this gym is awesome. I love it. You got bodybuilders everywhere. Everyone's locked in. Everyone's focused. A little bit of an attitude, but that's the bodybuilding industry for you. Me, I'm smiling. I'm happy because everything I've done for the past 2 years led up to this point, and we're finally at the finish line. Not crossed it yet, but man, it's just, I mean, what other thing is there to feel but happiness and joy? Like, we made it here, so I'm feeling good, I'm blessed, I'm happy, you know, and I'm just enjoying every rep, every set that I have to do right now, because this is my last workout of the season, so very blessed. Next time you see me, I'll be at the athletes meeting, so.
What if you're also a pro? What's the number?
644. Cool. So the only thing I was worried about was how many times I was going to get my coat. But I get 2 coats, so we're good.
Babe, can you come here real quick?
Time to get tanned up. was good. A lot of eyes were looking at me, which is a good sign. Yeah, it was good. A lot of people were staring, and that's typically a good sign because they're like, you know, but it was quick. It was good. Tanning was cool. You know, it was a fun experience. Very, very happy with what we have so far. So now I have meal 4, where I'm about to just crush this because I'm starving. But man, it's just. By the way, my best friend Eric came out, man. My best friend Eric came to visit me. I'm so happy he came. Such a surprise. Thank you, baby. I'm feeling really good. I got to talk to Chris Cormier, just in under, 14 hours. I'm going to be leaving for show day. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. But eat this meal, practice my posing just to lock in on it. And then that's our night. We're gonna get it. All right, gotta go to Walmart. Coach just added some honey into the pre-game meal, so I'll have to go pick some of that up.
Come on.
Great job, gentlemen.
He over here all the people were gone. Like all the by the time he
Whatever he wants to do.
this is where he's competing against everybody.
I'll hand it down to our head judge, Mr. Steve Weinberger.
Gentlemen, face the curtain.
He's mine. Take mine. 42573.
Face front. Gentlemen, face the curtain once more.
Let's go, Matthew.
644 and 576 switch.
Okay, quit.
Let's go, Hackett!
570 and 670 switch, please.
Oh, let's go, baby. Hold center, baby.
I don't know if
He's the first and second. Him and Green are first and second.
653 and 551 switch.
he could have been all these days.
Gentlemen, face the curtain.
I'm a punch him.
All right, him with his Superman pose. Oh, not him trying to knock my brother's hand down. Boy, you better back up.
Face front.
We're trying to push and shove. Let's go,
Thank you,
Hackett.
gentlemen. Take a step to your right. Diagonal line, please.
National Men's Physique Champion is
It's not Zoom.
competitor number 644.
Let's go, Matthew! There we go, Hackett!
Have a come on stage.
Nicely done. Congratulations.
Yeah, go for him.
Thank you.
There we go. Let's go.
Delicioso. All right, so I finally get to talk about the show. 3 weeks later, today is January 3rd, so Happy New Year's. I was trying to make this video for the past 2 weeks or past 3 weeks, and I was not able to do it because the emotional roller coaster that I was on, the emotional high rather that I was on, it was just ridiculous, and it took a little while to finally come down. But the high wore off it's been worn off for probably a week now. Man, so first gotta give the glory to God, because when you pour your entire being, when you pour your entire mental focus, your entire emotional capacity, mental capacity, physical capacity, when you focus all of that into one goal, you're going to need an anchor. And the anchor that I had is Jesus. He restored and renewed my strength every day. Like when you see me doing cardio and I'm smiling, while other people are, super locked in and almost angry looking. Like, I'm happy, I'm joyful because I get to do what I love, and it's all Jesus. Like, I want to tell you right now about how much that I did and how much I was locked in and how much this meant to me, but I'm telling you, I couldn't have done it without Jesus. I couldn't have carried through with the same grace without Jesus. I couldn't have done it without him. So he just deserves so much honor and glory and praise for that. But show debrief. So when I got to the show, similar to what I was saying about with the cardio, everybody was like locked in, angry looking, focused. For me, I was just so happy and unbothered, by the way, because for me, the way I see it is, if you do the work and if you gave it 110% every single day leading into the show, if you know that you gave it your all, there's no reason to be nervous, because your best is going to show. If you peak properly, of course. But if you've done everything that was required of you, and your peak is, your protocol for that week is on point, and you trust your coach, there's no reason to be nervous. You're in good hands. The work is done. Your body looks great. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy and soak up the moment. Because the more you're stressed out and the more nerves you have, you're just raising that cortisol level, and you're just going to retain water. You're just going to hold on to water. You're going to look watery on stage. So backstage, I laid down and put my head on my backpack, laid a blanket down, and just went to YouTube, listened to some songs, prayed, and then I would look around, of course, and I would see some people, and I would be like, okay, he looks good. Someone asked me, actually, on Instagram, they asked me, like, the show was so stacked, and it was. They say it was the most competitive nationals in a very long time, because everyone across the board, especially in that overall battle, everyone was on point. But someone asked me, how do I not let the opposition affect me mentally? And it's because I know how I look. I know that I look good too. You look great, but I know I look great too. Like, I know I did my job. So how are you going to get in my head? Because I've said it before, it's not boxing. In boxing, I can get in your head at the press conference. I can get in your head at the weigh-ins. I can mug you up and down. I can impose my will onto you in that way, because I get to put hands on you. But in bodybuilding, this is such a non-contact sport that there's no reason to allow anyone to get in your head, because if you trust the work that you've done leading up to this point, there's nothing to ever worry about. All you have to do is get on stage, enjoy the moment, pose properly, and enjoy it, because at that point, it's all in the judge's hands. Backstage, I was so relaxed. I wasn't really talking to anyone. I talked to a few people. I was just so glad to be there. Now, the thing is that I had to really check myself, because when you're just happy to be somewhere, when you're just happy to be there, you can almost lose sight of the goal, because at the end of the day, I'm still here to do a job. I'm still here to win and dominate in dominating fashion. So I checked myself, and I was like, look, I'm soaking up the moment and I'm being present, but I'm still here to dominate this competition. So I kept myself focused in that way. So what's actually interesting about this show is that I woke up a little flat. This is where it is incredibly important to have a coach who knows what they're doing and has the experience. Because although I woke up a little flat, my coach has the wisdom and awareness on how to bring my body back to life. And that's exactly what he did. And that's where I was saying before, why I was so calm, is because I trust my coach. You have to find a coach that you can trust almost with your life, But that's the thing. We woke up a little flat because I didn't sleep well, and I was up at maybe 4 a.m. that morning. Slept about 4 or 5 hours, and we didn't have to leave until like 9. So I went 5 hours or so without eating, just laying in bed, trying to go back to sleep. When I did that, my body was still up and running, so I ended up eating a little bit and got flat, which is another thing I learned. The show itself, when I'm on stage, I just love it. I've always loved spectator sports. When I was a football player, I loved when I was on the sidelines, I would dance for the crowd in the stands. When I was wrestling, I would try to put on a dominating performance for the people in the stands. Same thing for boxing. I loved putting on a performance and as an entertainer. So in bodybuilding, it was the same way. Like when I did my posing routine, and I'll go over that. When I did my posing routine, I really believe that I am a balanced individual. And I think that's one of my strengths, because not only do I outsize a lot of people, not only with my height, but with my structure, because I'm 6'1", 221. And I was on, so now that I'm a pro, my cutoff weight, my cap is 224. So I'm already 3 pounds away from my cap. So I'm bigger than a lot of these guys. And the thing is, anyway, I'm going back to my pose. I'm going off and venturing off. So the posing, I wanted to show off my body in different looks. I want to give you many different looks so you can see that there are very little flaws in my physique, and I can look good enough in many different spots. Because one thing I learned from a seminar with my first mentor, Ryan Benson from Team Zero Gravity, shout out. He told me that, look, the longer you're on stage and holding a position, the more time you're giving these judges to critique you. And Sandy was there as well, and she agreed, same as Patrick Folsom, who's also a head judge with Muscle Contest. So my job was to not let them look at me where they can say, okay, he looks good, but he's lacking a little bit size, there's a little bit of an imbalance here or there. It was no. I'm gonna give you a look, boom, switch to another one, boom, switch to another one, boom, and then I transition. Because I want to make you say, dang, I want to see more of that. So a lot of people think that I'm just rushing through my posing routine, but actually it was still 16 seconds, 16 seconds, which is the cap you have as an amateur for men's physique. So I used up all of my time. But the main thing was that I showed my physique in different spots, and with good posing, by the way. Like, I held it for just long enough to where they could see my shape and the muscle, the detail in the lines, and then moved to my back, boom, because I don't need to stay too long there. Got out, got off the stage, and then went to first call out, which was an amazing experience. I've seen that happen dozens, hundreds of times throughout prep. When I was doing cardio or training, I would always see myself get moved to center, and I was so prepared for that. And it was just like, all right, boom, that's 1 out of the 2 goals done. So they ended the call out. It was awesome. I thanked the judges and I got off. So typically in that situation, if it's not a close battle between 1 and 2, then if you hold that center, more often than not, you won that show. You won. So going into finals, I pretty much knew I took my class, and but I knew overall was a battle. Now, again, even in overall, I still visualized winning and dominating the overall. So I had some kind of like expectancy, because I've seen it so often that I was going to win, but you just never know at bodybuilding shows. You just never know. So me being realistic to that reality, I knew that I was in for a good battle. So we got our pro card or whatever with the call outs, and then they call everyone out for the overall. It was It was good. And one thing I realized about my body is that I get harder with each rotation. And you can see that in the video that my body is actually getting harder and harder and more pumped as we keep rotating, which is a good thing. Because that's why they kept rotating us. And I peeped that from the man, Steve. So when they swapped me into center, or to the right of center, Antoine, who was holding center in the green black shorts, I think it was out of us two, personally. I hit my Superman pose because I was getting a little bit fatigued in my one hand on hip, and I don't want to show judges that I'm getting tired, because sometimes these judges, if the show is so close, if it's so close between 1 and 2, then they'll say, okay, let's see who breaks first, and then they'll give it to the guy who had the most stamina. So I didn't want to break at all. I didn't want him to see any chink in the armor, any weakness. So I hit my Superman pose, and I like that pose because, again, I think I'm balanced from my shoulder to my chest, tapering, my lats tapering down to my waist, and then I have some leg size as well. And when I did that, you immediately look at how Antoine, or the guy next to me, how their legs aren't as balanced to their upper body. So I felt like that was a good thing for me. Come to find out, the judges hate the Superman pose. I don't know why. Maybe it's the calves, no clue. But they told me, do not hit that pose again. Yes, sir. So moving on, when we hit the reverse, the face through curtain, this is my highlight. This was my favorite part. When we hit when we faced the curtain, you know, I could feel my back getting harder. It was a crazy experience, but I just knew that this was the battle that determined. This was the pose that determined the win. And as I pull back from my Christmas tree, as I pull back, I just got hyped. I was like, come on, like I was like, bring it. I was all like, because when I'm training for that battle. I'm training to make sure that when the judges are have us lined up and they're trying to figure out who they're going to pick, I wanted to make sure they chose me. When I did my Christmas tree, you see me like jerk a little bit, and I was like, come on, you know, because I was like, I got this. Like I was like, I'm prepared for this. And my favorite part is that Antoine to my right, he was like, let's go. He matched my energy. He was like, let's go. And I loved that because it was not camaraderie, but it was a battle. Like it was really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but the thing is, he matched my energy, and that showed me later on that he put in what he believes, you know, his max effort into his training as well. So he had that same level of self-belief that I had. So he wasn't backing down, and I loved that. And then obviously, you know, when we hit the back pose, I think bro was just upset because I get very wide. I fixed my posing already, so this won't be an issue in the future. But you know, he hammered down on my arm out of frustration, I believe. Understandably, because I did take up a lot of space. And then we faced the curtains. Reversed us, called us off the stage, and again, mind you, every day leading into this show, I would see myself getting called for the overall, you know, so I did have a level of expectancy when I was getting called, but you just never know. So I was just like, come on, you're right there, it's so close. And when they called my name, I collapsed. It was like it was very similar to 1998 Olympia, Ronnie Coleman, when he won his first title. I just fell to my knees, just out of relief, because I placed so much internal pressure onto this show, on me. You know, I put so much pressure on myself. You know, I've sacrificed work, I've sacrificed relationships, time, money, because I needed to put my entire being into this show. I got, like I was telling my wife and other people, like if I would have won my pro card but lost the overall, I wouldn't have been happy. I wouldn't have been satisfied at all, because I put so much into the show. I put so much sacrifice into the show that anything less than a dominating performance, anything less than a clean sweep would not be tolerated. So when the fact that it happened, it was just like, finally I can breathe again. And I posted this on my Instagram, but I had a poster of nationals that they used for the marketing. I had that poster on that wall the entire prep. So every day, every morning, that's the first thing that I would see, and going to bed, it was the last thing I would see. And I would meditate on it, and I would see Tyler Mannion holding up, he was a young cat. He was 19 years old, youngest IFBB pro ever or something like that. Tyler Mannion was holding his hand up on the center of the poster, and I kept imagining that was me. That's going to happen to me. And I can't tell you enough how important it is to visualize your success and visualize your goal and the outcome, because when you can visualize it and you can see it, and then you start putting effort towards it, it makes it that more likely to actually happen. Sometimes it doesn't always happen, but it increases the chances. And when Tyler was there to greet me and he held my hand up, it was just a surreal moment, you know. After that, my family was there, and that's something that was very new for me as well, because growing up, I've always kind of been by myself. My father was there, you know, he definitely showed up to some of my events, you know, and all that stuff, but I was never really used to having my family there supporting me in the crowd, and having them there to experience that with me, my brother Eric to experience that with me, it just meant so much. Because, you know, being a lone wolf, it has its perks, you know, but when you're a lone wolf and you do succeed, you still don't have a pack to celebrate with, you know. So the fact that my people showed up and supported me and were genuinely happy for me, that just made it all even better, you know. And talking to Chris Cormier, you know, and because I would watch all of the 90s Battle of Olympias leading up to this just to keep me mentally focused, you know. So that was a surreal moment, like training at Gold's Gym to like be locked in every single day. Like I took all the necessary steps in order to be mentally focused and physically just give it everything that I had every single day, because I can tell you right now, there was not one single bad workout in this prep, not one. Every workout counted, every cardio session counted, every meal counted. It was just a perfect prep. Now we're pro, and I'm very grateful for all of the noise that's been made. People are making bold predictions, specifically Alex Toplin, Aaron Banks, Drew Collin has said some things, and I'm very grateful and I'm humbled. I don't let the noise get to me, because I feel ordained for this, and I'm a very internally motivated individual, so I don't need any external motivation in order to get me going. But it is very nice to hear. You know, so I'm very, very excited to not only meet these guys, these individuals, but to compete against them, you know. And my goals were accomplished last year. New goals have been created, and the focus has been redirected towards a different goal, and we're working towards that now. But I just want to tell you that if you look back on all of my videos, they're all in the gym, but if you look back at it, you know, you can see that every set mattered. No talking, no cell phone, no yapping. If you want to accomplish something, especially fitness related, it has to really matter for you. Like you can't just go in with 50%. You have to give it your all, and that's exactly what I did. And I really hope that you saw my emotion, my passion, my focus, my drive. I really hope that you saw everything that I was putting into it with each workout, because I put everything into it, everything. And I really hope that you really see that, because this was the outcome because of that. This was the result of my hard work that I documented specifically for this moment. Now we got some bigger fish to fry, so the work still continues. And I'll be putting on a new series. I'll keep you guys updated on what is next for your boy. But until then, I'm going to keep training. I'm going to keep my faith strong with my Lord Jesus Christ. And I'm going to stay grateful. But I want to say thank you for joining me on this journey, and for your support. It really means the world to me. And I just really hope you learned from this entire journey, from this entire documentary, I guess. So until next time, peace.